First thing we do is start off here in Google, type in forms, search for Google Forms. You can create and analyze survey for free or within Google Documents. Go ahead and click into Google Documents. If you aren't signed in, you can't work it, but if you are signed in, you'll see up here whether or not you're signed in. So we're going to create a blank form, and this will be a form called survey. And the first question is, do you like school? Okay. And we can decide here, do we want it multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, short paragraph, paragraph in case it's multiple choice. So option 1 would be yes, and another option would be yes, no, and other. Okay. Or if we put one too many on here, we can close this off. Yes, no, or maybe. Okay. All right, so we'll remove this option. We want to determine whether or not it's going to be required. In this case, we want it to be required, so they have to finish the survey. The responses will be up here. This is if we want to delete it. This is if we want to duplicate the question. So you may have a yes, do you like school? If you click duplicate, you can change the question. So instead of Puri School of Business, and then you'd have the same questions in here, whether or not you're asking different questions. Okay, once we've created this form, you can actually change the colors up here, customize the scene. If you send preview, this is what it will look like when it's sent to someone. Do you like the school? Yes, no, and the submittal form on here. Okay, so we can close that one back out. And here's the settings. We want to collect their email addresses. We can if we want. We want to limit to one response in this case, so they can't keep submitting it and altering the data. We do want to click it. We have a response if we wanted to put in here, edit after submit, so they can change their mind, or summarize charts and text responses, see a summary, so they can see after they've already done it. Up here in presentation, it can show the progress bar if you have a lot of questions, or it can shuffle the questions if it's a quiz. If you're creating a quiz, you can make this in points associated with it. We're not worried about that. So we'll do this and we'll click this. It's saved. Okay, so now if they want to notice, we'll survey this. You go to preview. This will show their email required. If you don't want their email required, remember you're going to go up back here to settings, and then do not collect their email. Save that, and notice that disappears there. Now when you go to send this out, you click this. It'll send via email. If you're sending it out to a group, you can get the link, which is this Google Docs here. You copy that and put it into an email. You can actually shorten the URL. It depends on how you want to send it. We cancel this and put it in within an email address. Okay, once you've done this, so let's go ahead and click the link here and copy this. Okay, close this, and what I'm going to do is push this in here. Yes, I do like school. Yes, I do like Puri, and submit it. Okay, to submit, your responses have been submitted. Now notice here on our forms that you created it. It's an untitled form. We can move it to a folder here in a minute, but the responses are here. Now you can also click up here to create the spreadsheet with responses. So create a new spreadsheet, which would be survey. Create this. And notice it will put it in here. You can upload this as a CSV file if you want. You can also save it. These will also be saved within your Google Documents. So untitled form here. If we move it to a drive, where do you want to put it within your drive? I have other documents in here, graded file, spreadsheets, untitled forms, and so forth. And this is now the survey, so we go ahead and click that. And if you want to create a new one, you go back to Forms Home. And on your forms, you have your survey here. Okay. And if I close off this Google Sheets and the survey here, within your Google Documents here, I don't know what we have here. We have our documents, we have our sheets, and within our new sheets, we have our survey, which is our spreadsheet here, and our information that's in there that constantly updates that spreadsheet. So if we'll leave that open, and I'll do it this way, send it here. Oh, it already allowed me to fill this out, so I can't fill it out again. So I'd actually have to go back to Forms, edit, oops, not view it, my bad. Edit this, go down to limit to one response, get rid of that, save it. Now, I'm only doing this for purpose of this tutorial survey. Now we go to Google Sheets and notice it's live with the timestamp in there. Okay, hopefully this helps you in creating a Google Sheet document. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.